Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to review a brand new Rebor product, and it is this. Now you might be looking at this little container here and be wondering what exactly could be in this, because you see my hand, it's a fairly small container, and you can also see that there is a Tyrannosaurus Rex standing on the side, and if we scroll around here, we will see that there's also a chicken. So this is the Rebor Chickenosaurus, and honestly it is one of the coolest models that I've seen in a long time. It is such a cool idea that they did this, and I absolutely love it. So without further ado, let's bring the Chickenosaurus in here. And there you go. This is the Rebor Chickenosaurus, and it is so stinking cool. It honestly is. It is such a beautiful figure. The entire idea behind it is absolutely awesome to me. I remember watching a documentary not too long ago. I don't really recall where I saw it, but it was on some DVD that I had purchased, all about them trying to clone dinosaurs and of course using a chicken or something along those lines to try to do it. And I'd seen something about they were kind of making some good progress on it, and the chicken or whatever bird they were using started to grow a tail. So this is, I guess, a take on that, and it's such a cool idea. It is honestly so super neat, and the entire presentation of it, in my opinion, is beautiful. I love that it comes with this stand, and the stand actually has a light on it so that it can light up the entire inside of this Chickenosaurus. So yeah, we will get to showing you that here in a little bit, but overall the detail on this guy is actually pretty nice. It's not terrible at all, and the entire inside of this looks very cool. He looks very real in my opinion. But yeah, it's a very cool looking model, so let's take a nice closer look at it. Starting with the actual model, the Chickenosaurus, you can see as we take a nice closer look, I apologize for that little glare from the lights above. Unfortunately the egg is very shiny, so you're gonna have to we'll be seeing that glare in here a little bit. But you can see, taking a nice closer look at him, that he has beautiful detail. The eye has been painted out, it's closed and looks very cool. Going down here, you can see the nostril right there, almost touching the tip of the tail. And you can also make out the teeth, which are all individually sculpted and individually painted. So the entire head looks very cool. You can also see the ear back here. So they did a lot of work really went into this. It looks very neat the way they've done this. And looking up here at the front of the head, you can kind of make out what appears to be sort of a beak here on the front part of the mouth of the Chickenosaurus. So you can really see how the chicken and the T-Rex kind of are mixing together, and it looks very neat the way they've done this. You can see just looking in here through the egg that the detail is so beautifully done all over the place on this. It looks very nice. You can see the arms are kind of folded in. They're half wing type looking arms, but then at the same time half dinosaur looking arms. It looks very cool the way that those have been sculpted. Coming down here, you can see some muscle tone and everything in the legs. They look very bird-like, but then you can see the dinosaur-like feet look very realistic to me, especially those claws. The way the toes are folded over, everything just looks so cool in there. And again, the claws have been sculpted individually and painted individually as well. They're just a grayish type of a color, but they look very good, very realistic again. And then you can see coming down here under the tail, tail is nice and long, curved up inside of the egg, beautifully sculpted, and an absolutely awesome idea that Rebor has here. This is one of the, I believe it's called the Rebor Oddities line, and this I think is probably my first figure out of the Rebor Oddities line, but this one was just too cool to resist, so I just absolutely had to buy it right away. I had this guy pre-ordered, and I was super glad that I did, because he is awesome. It also comes with this little light up base. As you can see, there is the light, and on the underside it's got all the little information about it being the Rebor Oddities Chickinosaurus Embryo, and has the little switch here as well so that you can turn on the light. So yeah, overall an absolutely awesome model. Again, it has this beautiful stand, and the see-through egg with the embryo inside is fantastic. Rebor has done a great job on this. Now going back to the package here for a minute, it comes in this like long little tube deal, and it comes apart right here. And you can see as you take it apart, down at the bottom, it has this little wording here by Rebor Oddities, genetically modified Chickenosaurus Embryo, right there along the bottom. So even the packaging is very, very cool. Up here on the top, as you can see, Rebor, and then inside would be all of the stuff that holds the dinosaur. Obviously, he is not currently in there, as I do have him out already. And then on the bottom, you can see all the other information, Rebor 2018 and all that fun stuff. So, beautiful packaging, very safe, very nicely done. The Chickenosaurus will definitely make it to you safe and sound, no matter how you order it or who you order it from. As long as it comes in that packaging, it'll make it to you in perfect shape, as mine did as well. For a size, from the ground to the top of the egg, you're looking at about almost 5 inches, maybe 4 3/4. There's not really too much to do as far as a width or anything goes, but for a size comparison, I will show you guys the Papo T-Rex, as I normally do. And there you go, that's the size comparison between the T-Rex and the Rebor Oddities egg. But you can see that the egg is actually a pretty good size, definitely a pretty big egg, and it looks very, very cool. Now, to give you an idea on how that little light works on the inside of this, let's turn off the lights. And there you go. Now, how cool does that look? That looks so awesome, and is such a neat thing to have in any person's collection. It is honestly so cool. Easily one of the coolest dinosaur related things that I've ever purchased. And yeah, I cannot recommend this enough to anybody, because it is just such a neat idea, such an awesome figure. Rebor definitely doing a great job on not just their dinosaur figures, but these random little oddities things that they release. And they also release their little hatchling line, which is also very cool. This guy here kind of goes with both, because he's a baby and at the same time he's part of the oddities line. But yes, he's marketed as an oddities figure. Either way though, absolutely awesome job by Rebor. They nailed it on this thing. Absolutely beautiful. You can see just as I turn it, it just looks so cool. So if you do want to buy one of these guys, I will throw a link in the description. I got mine from bigbadtoystore.com. I will link you guys straight to that website. And you can also, I believe, purchase this guy on everythingdinosaur.com. And yeah, definitely head there, grab this thing, because it is absolutely awesome. And then you can own a Chickenosaurus yourself. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.